In the heart of Sunny Meadow, nestled in the coziest oak tree you could ever imagine, lived a little squirrel named Squeaky. Squeaky was usually the liveliest creature around, known for his bushy tail that twitched with excitement, and his endless energy for gathering nuts. But today, something was different. The sunbeams streamed through his window, but Squeaky didn't leap out of bed. He was snuggled deep under his leafy blanket, and instead of his usual cheerful chatter, there was only a tiny, sad sneeze. Achoo! And then another. Achoo! Squeaky's nose was red, his eyes were watery, and his head felt all fuzzy. He had caught a terrible cold. He tried to get up to find a tasty acorn for breakfast, but his legs felt wobbly, and a shiver ran all the way down to the tip of his tail. He just wanted to stay in bed all day. Just as a big tear was about to roll down his furry cheek, he heard a gentle tap-tapping on his door. "Squeaky, are you home?" A deep, wise voice called out. It was Professor Hoot, the kind old owl who lived in the tallest pine tree at the edge of the meadow. Professor Hoot was known far and wide for his vast knowledge of plants, stars, and just about everything else. Squeaky managed a small squeak in reply. The door creaked open, and in peeked Professor Hoot. His large, round glasses perched on his beak. He saw his little friend looking so miserable and immediately flew over to his bedside. "Oh, my dear boy," he hooted softly, feeling Squeaky's warm forehead with the tip of his wing. "It seems you've caught a nasty chill. Your nose is as red as a holly berry." Squeaky just nodded, letting out another weak sneeze. Professor Hoot looked around the room, then back at his friend with a determined glint in his big eyes. "Don't you worry one bit, Squeaky," he said with confidence. "I know just the thing. It's an old secret remedy passed down through my family. I'll need to go on a little journey, but I promise I'll be back before sunset with something to make you feel right as rain." Squeaky looked up at him, his little eyes filled with hope. The thought of his friend going on an adventure just for him made him feel a tiny bit warmer already. Professor Hoot gave him a reassuring pat. "You just rest up. I'll take care of everything." With that, he adjusted his glasses, fluffed his feathers, and swooped out of the little oak tree. His mind set on a quest. Professor Hoot knew exactly where he had to go. The Whispering Woods. It was a mysterious part of the forest that most animals avoided. The trees there grew so close together that their leaves rustled and whispered secrets to the wind, and the sunlight struggled to reach the ground, creating long dancing shadows. Legends said that magical plants and herbs grew in its hidden clearings. The specific cure Professor Hoot was looking for was a very rare herb called the moon petal. It was said to bloom only under the shade of the oldest willow tree, and had petals that shimmered with a soft, silvery light, holding the power to soothe any cold or fever. Getting there wouldn't be easy. The path was tricky, winding through thorny bushes and over babbling brooks that were wider than they looked. But Professor Hoot was not afraid. He was on a mission for his friend. He flew with purpose, his powerful wings carrying him over the tangled undergrowth. He navigated by memory, remembering the stories his grandfather had told him about the ancient paths. He dodged dangling vines that looked like sneaky snakes and ignored the spooky shadows that seemed to jump out at him. His only thought was of Squeaky, tucked away in his bed, waiting for him. After what felt like hours, he saw it. Through a thicket of ferns, he spotted a faint, gentle glow. His heart fluttered with excitement. He pushed through the last leaves and found himself in a small, peaceful clearing. And there it was, at the base of a huge, weeping willow tree, was a cluster of delicate flowers. The moon petal. Their petals were a beautiful, pearly white, and they gave off a soft, silvery light, just like the stories said. The air around them smelled sweet, like honey and fresh rain. Professor Hoot carefully landed beside the plant. He knew he only needed one perfect bloom. Using his beak with great precision, he gently plucked a single moon petal flower at its stem. He held it carefully, its light pulsing softly in the dim woods. It felt warm to the touch. Now for the second part of his journey. Getting back before the sun disappeared completely, he clutched the precious herb and launched himself into the air, flying faster than he had in years. He didn't even notice the thorny branches or the spooky shadows anymore. His heart was light, filled with the joy of his discovery and the hope of helping his friend. The sky was turning a beautiful shade of orange and purple as he finally soared out of the whispering woods and saw the familiar shape of Sunny Meadow ahead. Back in the oak tree, Squeaky had drifted in and out of a fuzzy, feverish sleep. He was starting to feel even worse and was beginning to worry about his friend. But just as the last sliver of sun dipped below the horizon, he heard the familiar sound of powerful wings outside his window. In flew Professor Hoot, looking tired but triumphant. In his beak, he held the glowing moon petal. "I'm back, Squeaky," he hooted, his voice filled with relief. He carefully placed the glowing flower into a small wooden bowl and added a few drops of fresh morning dew he had saved. He stirred it gently with a twig, and the flower dissolved into a shimmering silver liquid. It smelled wonderful. "Here you go, my friend," Professor Hoot said, holding the bowl for Squeaky. "Drink this. It will help you feel much better." Squeaky, trusting his friend completely, took a small sip. The liquid was warm and tasted sweet like nectar. As it went down, he felt a wonderful warmth spread through his whole body, chasing away the shivers. He took another sip, and then another, until the bowl was empty. He blinked, and his vision, which had been fuzzy all day, started to clear. His head didn't feel so heavy anymore, and he could breathe through his nose again. He took a deep, clear breath for the first time all day. "Professor Hoot," he chirped, his voice much stronger now. I feel so much better. The fuzziness is gone." He wiggled his nose. No sneeze. He sat up in bed, feeling his energy return. Squeaky looked at his dear friend, who was watching him with a tired but happy smile. He saw the tiny scratches on the professor's wings from the thorny bushes, and the weariness in his big, kind eyes. He realized how much trouble his friend had gone through just for him. Squeaky's heart filled with gratitude. He scampered out of bed, his legs feeling strong again, and gave Professor Hoot the biggest, warmest hug his little squirrel arms could manage. "Thank you, thank you, thank you," he chattered happily. "You're the best friend a squirrel could ever ask for. You went all the way to the Whispering Woods for me." Professor Hoot hugged him back gently. "Of course I did, Squeaky," he hooted softly. "That's what friends are for. We look after each other in sickness and in health." As the moon rose high in the sky, casting a silvery glow over Sunny Meadow, Squeaky and Professor Hoot shared a pot of acorn tea. Squeaky was already planning all the fun things they would do tomorrow. He had learned a valuable lesson that day. It wasn't just about the magical cure from the moon petal. It was about the magic of friendship and the incredible feeling of knowing someone cares for you. And that, he decided, was the best medicine of all. Thanks for watching our story today. If you enjoyed Squeaky's adventure, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tailies from Sunny Meadow. See you next time.